Welcome back. We have arrived here in Riverside, and we do have a key event to pick up here, which I'm assuming is actually going to match up with the other ones we have around the place. I'm not sure though, because we do have some other districts to check out. You know, I'm just curious. Let's go have a look what's going on in the Tyrell district. See if that is the board itself. Because I'm sure, yeah, that's where the board is here. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it, seeing as it's right near where we're entering. I'm gonna see what happens when we pick it up here.
Now, what's it say?
Looks like we got a 4 SPG. Change your heart. Oh, hello. I need to have something returned to its rightful place, and I'd like you to help with that. I'll be waiting on the bridge in Riverside. Yeah, that seems to be Riverside based, doesn't it? There's still a lingering scent. Gotta check the other bulletin boards. Yeah, it's like they're gonna be separate. They're gonna be different, aren't they? Yeah. Right, so let's get the rounds going in here. And we'll also do that as well. Ooh. Yeah, we'll start with you and then move our way down. I'm planning on taking on a solo request today. I'm honestly a little nervous. You know that Spriggan, right? I heard about what you got up to in Langport. I heard you didn't exactly solve that case by the book. Maybe it's not my place to say anything, but did we ruffle some feathers there? Are you actually bothered about the legality of it all? Or about getting upstaged? No, I didn't mean it that way. What I wanted to say was, keep up the good work. Oh, what? We can all do with different perspectives. Our way of seeing things can't be the only justice that exists. Gray? Yes, I like him. It's nice. I'm just happy that there are people out there willing to do what needs to be done. Bright-eyed rookie stereotype at its finest. No, he's right, though. He's got eyes full of stars and they're looking straight at you. Dude's kind of a suck-up. Oh, don't be mean. I'm doing my best every day to stand on my own as a proper bracer. But I take heart knowing there are people out there like you doing what needs to be done to ensure justice is served. Let's work together to make the world a better place. I like him. I like him and his attitude. It's good. Yeah. Oh, there we go. The idol thing. The big day's here. I'm so dang nervous. Let's get out there and give it our best, sailor. Someone's excited here. Maybe too much. It's never enough. I mean, I'm about to take the stage with you, sailor. And I'm making my debut as an idol to boot. This is a dream come true. This is a tiny gig, and she's just performing as a stand-in, but okay. Okay, yes, dream come true. How about we start rehearsal? The clock's ticking. I can't believe I'm going to share the stage with the sailor. I'm the luckiest girl alive. I'll give it my all. Trust me, this is going to be the show of a lifetime. Me and Lulua. Pairing up wasn't something that happened out of nowhere. If everything goes well, then this might be one heck of a performance to make my swan song. Hope we can open some doors for her, though. It's not like I want to leave her alone in this dead-end idol industry. Oh dear. Let's check in here just to be sure, though. Alright, yep, go inside. And that's not what I want. That's what I want. No, not seeing anything special. Very well. Okay. Do 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 do. Oh, it's those two. I want to see how they're getting along. Could be good friends. The secret to your success is carbs. Need more carbs in your recipes. Oh, how about yakisoba tacos? Oh wait, I know. How about we replace the meat with chocolate? The hell, Lass, are you sure your taste buds ain't just messed up? What? Those kinds of goofy flavor fusions you always suggest are just cheap, gimmicky junk food. Not that my tacos are any kind of white tablecloth fine dining or anything, and I don't think junk food's all that bad, but this is just plain weird. Gimmicky junk food, my sense of taste is not that bad. Right? I don't know.
Take as long as you need. I'll be
I
waiting
will.
for you.
Don't you worry, mate, I will. Looks like your cardio's been going greater than ever, Selma. Keep it up. Just don't forget to stay hydrated. Here, take this. Thanks, Lodi. Honestly, I've been enjoying my runs more and more as of late. The change of scenery, the feel of the breeze after a good run. I'll probably keep on running, even after I hit my target weight. Good. Nice to see you're sticking with it. How about I show you a new route then? I ride my bike all over town and pass through places I think would make for decent running from time to time. I'd love to hear about that. I want to get out and see as many new places as I can. Let me in on the juicy info, and I'll be sure to keep an eye out for fun cycling paths for you in return. Aww. Selma didn't really give me the best first impression when we met. She just looked like a downer. Who knew she'd turn out to be fun and chill? Wonder what else I could talk to her about. She's fairly easygoing. Maybe her favorite food spots or what music she likes. Like, they're either going to end up in a relationship or really good friends. Either is going to be great. I started dieting and jogging after getting dumped. I stuck with running because it was fun. It's great visiting places I usually wouldn't go to, and I get to talk to cool people like Lodi. Maybe getting dumped was the best thing to ever happen to me. That's a good outlook on it. I won't say the best thing to happen to you, but it's like it set you off on a good path. These things can happen. Good can come out of bad. It happens. It happens.
Well, if it isn't Van.
There. If it isn't my darling Van. You're alarmingly overeager today. What gives? I can't go on and get rusty here. Need to crack out the customer service skills every now and then, you know. Goodness, might this be the strapping young lad I've heard so much about? I'm Aaron Way. You must be Bamotti. You're shaking that quite a bit. Jack and Hal told me about you. Said you were a top-class bartender and information broker. Mean. Can't believe Jack and Hal would just up and talk behind my back like that. That's classified info. But I guess I'll let this one slide for you, handsome. I see that ambition and passion burning in those eyes. I can see why people have taken to calling you Langport's prodigy. It's whatever. People can call me whatever the hell they want. But I guess I should start networking here too. I'm not in Langport anymore. Let me know if you ever need a hand for anything. I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. Absolutely, I could do more than just give you a scratch if you catch my drift. You must be thrilled to have another promising new hire, Van, darling. He's still on probation, so don't go inflating his ego too badly. I already can't hear myself thinking over how loud it is. Arkwright Solutions is getting livelier by the day. No job you won't be able to solve if you keep this hiring spree going on. Shut it, I don't even want to think about taking on more staff. You probably will, though. You probably will. You've got this, Miss Kokona. If you don't advance the plot, we'll never get to see the climactic battle with the evil organization. The organization? You're not helping. I'm having a hard time coming up with anything. I might get inspired if I had some cherry pie. Maybe a parfait. Oh, pancakes too. I hear you loud and clear, don't worry. It'll be my treat.
So...
First, some Monaca and chocolate pudding. And then I'll grab some crepes and donuts. This dinner will be the best. Oh shit, that sounds like a nice dinner idea to me. Of course it does, if you're a 5-year-old. Dude, chill. I know this was my idea, but all these sweets are starting to make me sick. They will do. You gotta watch your stomach, mate. Watch the calories, that's the important bit.
Place is so
It doesn't matter too much beyond the calories. Obviously get the right nutritional values and stuff like that, but mainly look at the calories. Some folks have been coming around lately to stir up shit with our crew. I mean, yeah, we're a little rowdy and stuff, but we try to never get people involved. Man, oh man, I just hope things don't get any worse. I keep trying to keep the crew out of danger, but some of them are permanently on a short fuse. I worry about them as a team lead, of course. I try to tell them to keep their cool, but it doesn't always work.
Now, how about some more music?
Oh, is that a new fall catalogue with the latest car models? Is that the latest book of car? Show me car, I like car. Welcome in. Yep, sharp as ever. Got all the newest models from every manufacturer. What is this music? Check out this red star. Engine's got a horsepower over 400. Price just about matches it too. They did a test drive at the launch press event. Man, what I would have given for a chance to get behind the wheel of one of those puppies. Ditto, Ingot and Leno. Forgive me, but I'll totally cheat on my favorites with one of these babies. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one, but I don't have the money to cough up for it. Yes, rainy weather, we know. Got a real hankering for checking out some new cars. The new car! You want to buy the new car? Get the new car! I still want to check out the Motor Pavilion in Basel. That's where the Verne Company is based. Maybe Graham and everyone else would be up for coming with me. Yes. Just dancing. Am I dancing? Like that guy in Langport who died. This here's a limited edition 98 ETWS. It's got a real swell custom engine. While Verne supplies engines for the 4 big car manufacturers, they handle their own tune-ups. Oh. It ain't your standard ETWS engine. Baby's more in line with an Ingot's. ETWS is the cream of the crop of luxury cars for sure. I've never even been in one. Does Ingot make anything that's not a sports car? Ingot specializes in sports cars, but that ain't all they make. They got other models too. Old man Bradley here used to be chief engineer over at Ingot. Ain't gonna find anyone that knows more than he does. Don't go inflating my ego now. It's been forever and a day since I had that gig. Oh. Each of the 4 big car manufacturers has their own design philosophies. I may be an Ingot man, but I ain't afraid to get my hands dirty under the hood of another company's car. Cars ain't some wacko magic. It's just science. Bunch of moving parts whose job at the end of the day is to get that machine running.
What'll it be?
We'll get that key case.
Come again.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Where am I looking to do? It's on the to-do, isn't it? Yes. So that's with you.
I'll take that.
You take that. Lovely. Do. Whoa! That brought flashbacks. The van. Alright guys, what game should we play today? We're playing hide and seek, I'm it. Come on, Earl. Shouldn't you let Lolo pick every now and then? Wait, but why? Fine. What do you want to play, Lolo? Me? Well, I want to try catching fish. Fishing. More flashbacks. Get trauma from cars, trauma from fishing. Oh. Anyway, I think that's what it's called. Oh yeah, guess you wouldn't know since you're from the desert and all. Well, let's go. I've gone fishing before. Come on, I'll lend you my fishing pole. Ugh. I don't think Lolo is ever going to fish, since his hometown is out of the desert. I'm not a pro or anything, but I can teach him a thing or two. Try not to get a hook caught in your head. It hurts. I remember the pain of the hook being pulled out. Like, not the hook going in. It's like, no, I remember it happened, but I don't remember the pain of it going in. It being pulled out, though? Ow. Ow. It hurt. I saw someone fishing at the river the other day. Looked like fun. I want to try that out too. Again, just don't get a hook in your head. I got a fishing pole. I'm letting Lolo borrow it. I don't mind at all. Just stand out the way, my father said. Just stand out the way up on that hill behind me. And then he launched his fishing rod and the hook flew into my head. Exactly where he told me to stand. As a kid, obviously. I've been friends with Sister Milicia for a while now, but I hadn't had the pleasure of meeting my brother. He just stopped by to introduce himself. He was such an energetic boy, and the girl he was with was so adorable. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm totally rooting for them, and that cute and innocent relationship they have. Oh. Since they'll be sticking around Riverside to sightsee, it'd be good. I'll be a good sister and keep an eye on them. From a distance, of course. Though seeing them both sure has made me miss Belicia even more. It's a blessing to see the faces of our neighbours here at the temple. Despite Rooney not being from the Central East, he attends Sunday school with us regularly. It does my old heart good to see our youth getting along despite the racial differences. Indeed, it's children like these that will carry our future. I look forward to seeing them fully grown. Oh, hold on. Our current society is regretfully plagued by racism. We live in an era where terrorism and anti-immigration sentiments are all too common. My hope is for the children such as these to bring forth a brighter future, free of such hate. Oh, indeed, mate. Oh, indeed. Right, so here we go, round the corner. Hello. Alright, let's get settled, and then we can head to the Bracer Guild together. We could take a tour of the branch office and maybe ask how we can join. There's a lot of cool shops close to the guild too. We should go and check those out afterwards, yeah? You want to go shopping with me, Lashkar? Thanks, I'd love to go to the department store. Are you sure we should be wandering around like this? The capital's very big. I don't want to get lost on our first time here. Yeah, it's fine. We never got lost playing hide and seek in the woods near the village. I'm sure we'll be fine. So don't worry. We won't get lost. Not with me here. Aww. So this is the capital, huh? I can see why Hans and Kana come by every month. I'm glad Annie and I finally got to visit. I'm glad to see you guys again as well. This is my first time in Edith, so I'm glad Lashkar came with me. I know we're gonna have tons of fun. I never get bored with him around, and I know I can trust him. Aww, it's adorable. Right, so we're ready to start up that quest. Yes, we are. Right. Bruno! Hey there, old man. You Bruno? Who are you? A Spriggan looking for work. I'm with Arkwright Solutions. Mind if we talk about the job? The job's exactly as I described in the posting. I'm getting old, so I figured it was about time for me to sort things out before I pass on. I want you to get this thing back to its proper owner. Bruno drew an item out of his pocket. Huh. Okay. A locket? Okay, but this isn't your photo, right, old man? That's right, this locket belongs to a stranger. I used to make my living as a thief long ago. I stole this. Oh, I see. Just to be clear, I don't do that anymore. Life's taking its turns for me. I've actually heard about you, Bruno. You're a pretty famous thief. Rumor has it no lock had been invented you couldn't break into. Though all the legends are from when you were young, so everyone thought you'd given it up. Guess the rumor was true. Oh, you know me. Could have said so before I bothered explaining then. Yeah, but exposition. But whatever, it's been 20 years since I stole this locket. It ain't the kind of thing you'd get good money out of, so I kept it with me instead of selling it. After hearing some rumors about you, Spriggan, I figured it'd be better to see if you can return it for me before I just pitch it in the trash. So how about it? Will you take the job? Of course we will. Sure, we'll take the job. Obvious question, but do you know where the owner is? I want you to return the locket to the boy in the photograph. Well, he's not going to be a boy anymore if it was a while ago, right? Of course, it's been 20 years, yeah, so I'm sure he's that much older by now. Right, so he's in his late 20s now. So where's our guy? How should I know? Finding that out is your job. Can't even throw me a bone here. I stole it when I was hitting the Maserati Hotel's guest rooms over in Satan. It was quite the event at the time, from what I hear. Hotel staff might know more about it, so try asking them. Right, we're looking for hotel staff who know about their history. I assume you can handle it from there. Let me know once you've returned it. I'll send over your payment then. There he goes. Oh, he's just disappeared. Guess our next stop is the hotel in Satan. Let's go look into this. Sure, got it.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
Yeah, there's a change of heart, yes. Okay, so we're definitely done over here, aren't we? Yeah. We won't do the rounds yet. We'll do the quest first. Do the quest first.
Off we go.
We do need to do the rounds here, though. There is a lot of red exclamations over here. I'm assuming they're the hotel ones and... Oh, they're the entrance to the hotel, aren't they? All three of those that are grouped up together to the left there, and that one on the right's the job board, bulletin board thing. How many dots we got around here? It's not bad, really. Yeah. Ooh. Ah! You must have trained with Gaius. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, here's the Maserati. 20 years ago, old man snatched a dude's locket here. If we can find somebody who was working here back then, that'll help. Yeah, but we can't just walk up and ask. That'd be a bit suspicious. Best course of action would be finding an employee and sort of working our way toward that slowly. Alright, then you. Hey, sorry to interrupt. We're from Arkwright Solutions and we're trying to dig up some info on a case that happened here. Do you remember any instances of theft here at the hotel around 20-ish years ago? Theft? Let me think. I've been working here for a while, but I don't remember hearing about anything like that. Swing and a miss, then. We did have a major incident here 20 years ago, but I don't think it's what you're referring to. Oh, what happened? Well, I prefer to keep this on the down low, but if it helps the investigation. 20 years ago, the hotel was attacked by terrorists. Oh! Damn, even the capital gets pot shots every now and then, huh? Yes. It claimed the life of Senator Taylor and his family. The staff at the time had no idea what to make of it. Some of us thought it was some sort of conspiracy. Man, the whole family just got wiped out like that? We're not 100% sure. The government quickly swooped in and kept all the information under wraps. In truth, we still don't know if there were any survivors among his family. Oh, but now that I think about it, Senator Polanski may know more about the incident. He and Taylor were colleagues, I believe. Alright, thanks. I'll chat him up. Oh, man said he nicked somebody's locket. That smells like a cover-up to me. Maybe he had a hand in the attack, too. Yeah, it's got me suspicious, too. But let's do some more digging before we jump to conclusions. So that we could speak to you. President Jennifer. Alright then. Can't do the topic yet. Alright. So on the topic of labor laws, can I count on you to address those if and when the Republican Party regains the majority? That's not a promise I can make so easily. The Republican Party has lost much sway in these last 2 years. Our policy going forward will need to wait in the wings, potentially for years, and account for how much strength we have. And even if we do regain the majority, we need to focus first and foremost on strengthening our historical voter base. Not to mention, there will be years of patriot policy to potentially undo. I see, trade laws, I imagine. Or something else. You don't mean all those laws that they rescinded themselves in the handover, do you? Easy, easy. I know exactly what you're hoping to get out of this alliance. But legislation is not easily rushed, yeah. We will need time both to plan our strategy for retaking the majority and to actually do it. Politics are all about the long term, the big picture. Our decisions always take that into account. Now we can do the topic.
Let me ask you something.
Hey there, sorry to butt in. We're from Arkwright Solutions and we're digging around for some info on an incident that happened here. Mind if we pull you aside for a sec? I see. Well, yes, I don't mind. May I step away for a bit, Jennifer? Of course, I'll be here enjoying my tea. Ah, lovely. An incident, you say? What might you be referring to and why would I know about it? It's about Senator Taylor. That incident 20 years ago. Who told you? I have my sources. I've got something to deliver to his next of kin if he's got any. Actually, just to make sure, can you confirm this guy in the photo here is Taylor? It's been an age since I've seen that face. That's him. Yes. Called it. Alright. Old man wasn't just robbing the place, he was in cahoots with the terrorists. You mind filling us in on what happened that day? Well, if it would help your investigation, I suppose I can tell you what I know. Taylor was a fellow Republican Party member. He and I weren't particularly close, but I respected him as a political ally. He was especially active on the subject of race relations. He had a flair for the passionate, fiery speeches in Parliament. Real cock of the walk, huh? Yeah, but right at his highest, he got wiped out just like that. I'll never forget that night. He was staying here for a family vacation. They came into the hotel in the dead of the night and gunned him down in his sleep. Heard his son miraculously survive, but both he and his wife were killed. Man, I had no idea. Bunch of cowards. Couldn't beat him in a debate, so they shut him up by force. Seems to be the case, yeah. Don't you know where the kid is now? I'm afraid I don't, sorry. But he was good friends with a man named Huck, if memory serves. He may be able to help you. Last I heard, he was living in Old Town. If his address hasn't changed since then, you can find him there. That rings a bell, don't it? Yep, our favorite old bathhouse, Lech. I think. If I had to bet, 50 Mirror says he's at the right now. Are you acquainted? Good, good. That should make things easier. Best of luck with your investigation. Taylor's son deserves closure on that terrible, terrible day. Indeed he does. Let's make sure we finish off with a little bit here we did with you two. The Republican Party should still have strong support and funding from their old regime. But they're on the downsizing. With how aggressive the Patriot League is, the Republican Party could stand to rally their own voter base.
Alrighty.
Your pardon, Jennifer. Sorry to keep you waiting like that. Oh, think nothing of it. If you don't mind my asking, is something the matter? You don't seem yourself. Oh, just waxing nostalgia. We're talking about an old colleague of mine. But enough about me. Let's get back to the matter at hand. Right, ooh. Hello. What have we got here? Another one there. So we unlocked one with that, it seems. Let's go back over to Old Town now then. And the bathhouse.
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? I don't know. Yes.
Can we talk?
Hey there, you folks look pretty glum. What's going on? We're in the middle of investigating a politician for a job, you see. Now I understand. You've left no stone unturned, eh? You've dug up a lot of stuff meant to stay buried. Anyway, yes, Taylor and I were good friends. We'd debate about all sorts of things over drinks, like policies to diminish racial disparity and such. No kidding. I thought all you did was sweat it at the sauna. That's because Hug manages a well-established investment firm. People like that always have connections with the top brass calling. Goes to show you really can't judge a book by its cover. That's okay, I'd rather it stay like that. I prefer how people treat me when they don't know. Back on track. This guy's son is still alive, yeah? Got any idea where he went? That I do. His name is Roderick. Roderick. After the attack, I believe he went to live with some relatives in Altair. The name there, Roderick, just strangely reminds me of another YouTube channel idea I had for future, which is very much like when I eventually end up living with Sarah permanently. We're gonna get some kitties, and that one I'm gonna have is gonna be called Sir Reginald the Third. There won't be any previous ones. It's just called the Third. Sir Reginald the Third. His friends call him Reggie, that kind of thing. It's like it would be a channel about Sir Reginald, just his kitty adventures and stuff like that. It'd be cute. Basically, it'd be cute. Basically, it'd just be a cat channel. There's several of them around. You know the type. Very, 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 very cute. It'd be lovely. It'd be lovely. But could have another kitty called Roderick. That's what I was thinking there. Yeah. Anyway, as for what he's up to these days, I have no clue. Gotcha. Back to looking for someone who does, then. Actually, one more question while I've still got you here. Do you know what happened to the culprit? Culprits? Actually, but I do. There were two of them. They went on the run after the fact, but got caught sometime later. Their testimony suggested that there had been some friction for a while. They mentioned something about an intruder letting the kid get away. And that they thought someone was selling them out. What I understand, Roderick's own recollection of what happened is pretty hazy. Curious about this intruder letting the kid escape. Could be Bruno. An intruder, that's interesting. I think I can see the bigger picture now. Oh, now that I think about it, I might know somebody who had an idea about Roderick's whereabouts these days. Should talk to the editor-in-chief of the Tyrell Times. She was all over the whole case back in the day. With any luck, she might be able to keep up with it. Wouldn't hurt to ask at the very least. Good to know. Hopefully, it will save us the trouble of sniffing out the info ourselves. Thanks, Huck. Oh, you will. I won't say no to gratuity. I think some milk gelato will do just fine as thanks after a long soak. Sure thing. I'll remember to hook you up with some later. Guess the next stop on this involuntary city tour is Tyrell Times, then. Oh, this gig's been a big pain in the arse. It's not that bad. It's just wandering about. Just wandering about. Meow! And such. Right, so Tyrell Times.
What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? Who knows?
I heard.
Can we talk?
Hey there, Chief. Got an assignment right now I was hoping we could talk to you about if you've got a minute. Van Arkwright, we meet again. Know any good reporter doesn't give up her scoops without a good reason? Tell me what brings you here and we'll take it from there. I think you'll be pretty interested in this one. It's got to do with a terrorist case from a couple of decades ago. I'm told you know about it. You see, fade out, fade in. I see someone's done their homework. Definitely earning you your keep on this assignment of yours, I see. Alright, I'll bite. I'll tell you what I know. But in exchange, you have to promise to report back on how everything turns out once it's over. Deal? Why? Thinking of turning this into an article or something? More or less. Certainly has the makings for a story worth bringing to light. If it turns out I'm wrong, no problem. I'll keep it to myself. Works for me. You've got yourself a deal. So as it happens, I'm still investigating that case, even if it's never been made public. Partly it's to bring justice for the surviving family, but also to keep the pressure on anti-immigration groups that would do such a thing. Suffice to say, I'm well aware of what Roderick's up to these days. Good to know. Now quit beating around the bush and spit it out. Once he grew up, Roderick became a young entrepreneur, and a promising one at that. Oh? He travels around cutting business deals, but he keeps Edith as his own base. I've interviewed him on a number of occasions over the years, not just as a survivor of that case, but also to discuss his business ventures. Sounds like an impressive guy. Must have inherited his dad's ambition to make a difference. I could try to call him on his mobile terminal and arrange a meeting for you if you like. Can't make any promises, but do you want me to try? Sure, I'd appreciate it. Hi, Roderick. How are you? This is Editor-in-Chief of Sullivan from the Tyrell Times. I wanted to ask. You're all set. That was quick. Luckily for you, he just so happens to be nearby. He said he would wait for you later at the terrace over by the station. Awesome. That worked out perfect then. Too perfect. There's more. There's something else he was hoping for you to that you could do for him in return. He wants you to bring your client, the owner of the locket, with you when you meet him. I get why he'd ask that, but I've got my doubts that Grandpa's gonna play ball. Yeah, we won't know for sure until we ask him. We'll bring it up when we give him our progress report. Fingers crossed. Good luck, Spriggan. Make sure to come talk to me once everything's over. Yeah, I will. Deal's a deal. Alright. That's actually what I was saying. Let's ring the guy up and get this show on the road. Yo, Gramps! Hey, this is Van Arkwright from Arkwright Solutions. I wanted to ask. Great. See you then. Yes. How'd it go? Didn't say much for now. We're just linking up at the Riverside Bridge. We'll fill him in on everything once we meet him in person. Fair enough. Let's move. Let's move. So I don't want to go over there just yet, do I? We're saving that until we go through everything properly.
What are we waiting for?
That'll probably be the next part, I imagine. I imagine. I was hoping to hear from you, Spriggan. But I figured it wouldn't be until you returned the locket. What's this about? First off, I want to make sure we're on the same page. Let me give you a progress report on our investigation. Alright then, let's hear it. Ban explained what they learned about the terrorist attack on the Maserati Hotel. Finally, they told Bruno they managed to get in contact with Senator Taylor's son, Roderick. Well, you certainly picked up the trail quick. You said you robbed the hotel, but this photo is of 2 of the terrorist attack victims. They might have been the terrorists behind the attack, but I've changed my mind since. My guess is you just did exactly what you said. Robbed the hotel. Just a coincidence, yeah. Just so happened that you were in the middle of it when the place was hit by terrorists, yeah? Those kinds of coincidences. This is only occurred in stories. This is a story. But that ridiculous scenario is exactly what happened that day. Yep, which also means that the person we heard about that saved Roderick's life must have been... You make it sound more honorable than it was. I wasn't out to save a kid, but you did. That's the important bit. You may not have been aiming to do that, but you did. My mind wasn't on all the dead people at the time. Thought that, hey, with people dying all around me, no one would miss a thing or two. Man, aren't you a nice fella? Guess the locket's one of those missing things. Even then, Roderick still wants to meet you. Because he remembers you. And you saved him. And that's important. It doesn't matter that you were a robber, you saved him. Wait, what? He asked us to bring you to him when we hand over the locket, actually. That's ridiculous. How do you want me to face him now? Worry's written all over you, man. You wanted to know what happened and whether the kid's still kicking. And that's why you hired us to get the locket back to him. If you ask me, you should stop sulking about... Skulking about? I was going to say sulking. That doesn't make sense. It's like, if you ask me, you should stop skulking about and just talk to him. Also, stop sulking. Damn it, it's not that easy. He just needs one more push. It'd be best if he was honest about being the guy that stole the locket. But if he doesn't wanna, then maybe he could go under the guise of being someone else? How should Bruno meet Roderick? Meet him as the thief. Be honest about it. Best to stop with the lies and just present himself as the thief. Stop making excuses and do it already. I don't know what Roderick's out to get from this meeting with you. He'll say thank you. That's what I'm feeling. He'll say thank you. Doesn't matter. Like, getting the locket back will be great. But he'll be thankful. Like, it doesn't matter why you were there. But the worst that can happen will be you reaping what you've sown. You're right. If I'm going to go this far, I might as well have the courage to take the last step. Good. I think it'll turn out great. Could you guys be... We're from Arkwright Solutions. You're Roderick, I take. That's right. I'm the only survivor of the terrorist attack you've been investigating. I was only a kid at the time. Let me start by giving you this locket back then. Van handed the locket over to Roderick. Thank you very much. I'll be sure to treasure it. I take it you're the one that had it this whole time? Yeah, his name's Bruno. He's the man who stole it from the hotel you were staying at 20 years ago. And you're the thief who just so happened to target our room the same day those terrorists came for us. I heard you told the police that you didn't remember anything at the time. I thought you'd have forgotten me. Oh, I would never forget you. Then why did you cover for me? No, I suppose it doesn't matter at this point. It matters! I'm sorry. I may not have been the man that killed your parents, but I still let them die. If you want revenge, I'll take it. You can even turn me in to the cops if you want. I won't resist. It's not how it's gonna go down. Bruno, for 20 years I've wanted to meet you. For 20 years I wanted to say something to you. Thank you. Thank you for saving my life. What? When I woke up that night, the first thing I saw was two men standing by my parents' bed. Both of them drenched in blood. It was too late for my parents. I was so scared that I couldn't move. It would have been too late for me too if you hadn't appeared then. You didn't hesitate. You looked at me in the eyes and immediately took my hand and led me out of the room. I'll admit I noticed you pocketing Mum's locket as you did. Came to loot the place and wasn't going to leave empty-handed, huh? He still saved my life. You told me not to tell anyone about you after you left, and I listened. You were my hero, still are. That's why I never told the police or my relatives about you. You've been my secret this whole time. Tough nut to crack, huh? You idiot, I'm no hero. I just didn't think I was gonna chance on a murder scene, and I led you away without even thinking about it. Then you had to go and thank me after that? You sound so pitiful. No, he's right. It's like, it doesn't matter why you were there. You did save him. That's what matters. That's all that matters in that. You saved him. That one thing's continued to haunt me all these years. So I started making more and more mistakes until I finally gave up thieving. Really? I'm very sorry about that. Get that smile off your face. But I guess that means it's thanks to you that I was able to change. I should be thanking you, not the other way around. No, thank each other. Makes me genuinely happy to hear that I was able to do something for you after everything you did for me. You sure are a piece of work, old man. Man, that was corny as hell. But I guess it's not that bad to see that from time to time. Indeed, Aaron. The party kept Bruno and Roderick company, as the two of them talked for a while longer. Eventually, they saw Roderick off, who, as much as he wished he could stay, was forced to leave for a business meeting. Well, I'm gonna head off. I'll make sure to wire you your money later. Cheers. Listen, this is all thanks to you guys. What's that? Can you say that again? Forget it, see ya. Damn kids these days. Dude needs to learn to speak his heart more. You're right about that one. After Bruno departed, Van contacted Editor-in-Chief Sullivan to update her on what happened. She concluded that there was no reason to publish what they had learned, as there were no threats to the public. And so it was that, unbeknownst to the world, the story of the former thief and the locket he stole came to a happy end.
That's
Yay! I like that. That was nice. That was very, very nice. Chaos rank up! Yay! I guess. Not entirely sure on that. Right, let's see about then on our to-do list. One of these. Yeah, like I said previously, I want to learn more about the CID. What's going on with them? Yeah, we'll do that. So, seems like Gehenna's frozen over because René invited me out to have tea with him. Oh, I should have read that regardless and done that anyway. But guess we do have some things to catch up on. Guess I'll go along with this for once. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. So what's the big deal, René? Why'd you drag me all the way out here on such short notice? You know, I'd prefer if you didn't call me that. Yeah, but we're gonna anyway. All these years later and I still have to remind you first thing when we sit down to talk. Never change, do you, Van? I only call you that because it's still your name, pal. Change your name and I change what I call you. Simple as that. That's fair. Huh. Take it back. You have changed. You're now sassier than before. Now then, I realise that ever since we exchanged contact info, we haven't once gotten together in private like this. Over a lovely cup of tea. So since I had some time to relax away from work today, I decided to call you over here. And now, here we are. So you don't have any real business with me. Is that what you're saying? You're a real roundabout guy, you know that? Most guys, when they just want to shoot the shit together, do it over a couple of pints at a local bar or something. No, I'd go out for a nice cup of tea. Trust me, I have plenty of reasons to drink. I have to make time to do that sometime later. And like your freewheeling self of a Spriggan, those of us in the government always have our hands full with work. And I never said that I didn't have business with you, Van. Don't you think it's my job as something of the older brother to wonder how you're doing and want to check in? Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? Well, I'm just about the same as ever, barely keeping the business afloat as best I can. You know how it goes. You brought him more help, though, didn't you? Heard he's attached to Hayaway as well. With one glaring exception, I have to say, you're putting up quite the seedy roster of lackeys over there. Could you not dig these things up like you're a world-class shovel? I mean, wouldn't it be a spade? Before I even said a word about them? But just so we're clear, they foisted themselves onto me without asking. You're not there because I asked them to be. If I had it my way, I'd still be flying solo and everything would be perfect. You say that, but you have a noticeable spring in your Spriggan step. Well, I tried. Compared to before. It's fine to say you like them, Van. You're not a child anymore. No need to be so bashful. Shut up. It's always the same with you. You and Elaine both. And you, I should say. If nothing else, I imagine your new helpers will be good for you in the long run. Yeah, they will. My hope is they keep you from being tempted to repeat what you pulled before. Oh, yes. Certainly Elaine and I would appreciate that. Triple dot. Telephone for you, sir? Aren't you going to pick that up? It's probably a work call, isn't it? Don't worry about it. This is more important. Now, you're not in a rush, right? Why don't you and I stay here for a while? At least until we're done drinking our coffee. I thought you were getting a cup of tea to make up your mind game. You can even order some dessert if you like. It'll be my treat. I'm feeling generous. Are you telling me we're... Keep talking like normal and don't look alarmed. This must look like a perfectly natural conversation. We're on the job. Yeah, he's talking to that guy we have in our data. Alright, I'll contact you again later. Looks like he took off. Am I right in thinking it was you he was watching and not me? Indeed, your intuition is on point. Correct. No problems here. Proceed with things as we originally planned. Adios. This is why you really called me out here, isn't it? No need to be so upset. It wasn't entirely about me. I genuinely wanted to hear how you were doing too. I didn't say I was upset. His name is Hubert. He's a relatively recent hire of the CID who joined us a year and a half ago. That's all. Sure looks and acts like someone who's a lot less fresh than that. Is he an Elabonian spy? What's a guy like him doing looking after one of the agency's own analysts? I said he was new to the CID, not the occupation itself. Aha. He used to work for the Imperial Army's intelligence division. One of Elabonia's guys. Didn't their agency just get a big reshuffle a little while back? That's right. With the Ironbloods out of the picture and the war over, he said he saw the Empire as a lost cause. So he came over to our side and was nice enough to supply us with intelligence about the founding of Elabonia's new intelligence division. Oh, do tell. He still maintains his citizenship over there as well. A double agent, then? He is, insofar as most people within the CID are concerned. Hold on, you're telling me he's... Yes, in all likelihood, he's a triple agent. Yeah, he's an Elabonian spy. He's an Elabonian spy. There are Elabonian spies around. Yes. And they look like people, not plants. Hasn't truly defected to our side. His real objective is to either obtain information on us or disrupt our operations. All under the orders of Lecter Randall at the new division. There we go. I've heard that name before, so have we. Yeah. Has a reputation for being a real cunning bastard. Glorious red hair as well. You're telling me, even with the Ironbloods gone, he's a formidable figure who continues to sit at the heart of their intelligence operations. Nearly all spies were sent into Erebonia since the war have either been terminated, been clipped, or sweet-talked into joining him instead. Sweet-talked? Well done, Lecter. Cheers. We've had quite a lot of egg on our face in recent times because of him. Ooh, might get some egg and soldiers. Alright, so back up a sec. If you already know that much about him, that means you must be doing something about it, right? Well, clearly. Correct. By letting him see me with you, we hope to cause a little disruption of our own within his intelligence network. With any luck, he'll be turned into a quadruple agent working to our benefit, whether he realizes it or not. Suffice to say, it will be very interesting to see what Scarecrow's next move will be. I'm not gonna lie, all this double-crossing crap you got going on is making my head spin. And hey, keep me out of your stupid intelligence warfare. I don't want anything to do with that bullshit whatsoever. Something tells me you won't be able to avoid it eventually. Now, no need to get so worked up. I told you that you can order anything off the dessert menu. Go ahead, pick whatever you like. It'll make you feel better. Don't you try to bribe me, you spectacled sadist! What did he get though? Van proceeded to order the most expensive desserts he could find out of spite. However, Kincaid wasn't even fazed, paying for it without even a word of protest. Exasperated by his friend's eternally unflappable demeanor, Van returned to work with a sigh.
I'll be putting you to good use. Good use.
Elite Agent Kincaid's dexterity and Van's dexterity are both 3. Kincaid's up? That's the interesting bit there. Indeed. Right, so what we shall do then is we shall use this as a place to actually end this park. Because I don't think it's wise to go off and start doing the rounds in the Saden district. Yeah, I'd normally go to the Tyrell district, but because we've already had a look at the Saden district because we've been there as part of a quest. I mean, we've been to Tyrell, but we haven't seen it before, you know, at that point. Like, well, Saden, we haven't really explored it, we haven't really looked, and I'm curious. So we're going to go there in the next part and see what it's all about. Yeah. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-da. For now.